Tinubu will pay dearly. He told the whole world that our president cried 3 times on national TV after losing election. The APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, according to Frank Shaibu, a media advisor for the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate, has degraded a great deal of people in his bid for the presidency. Tinubu claimed that President Muhammadu Buhari cried 3 times before he helped him win in 2015. According to Frank Shaibu, he added that Tinubu disrespected the nation's top citizen while campaigning for the job. In this regard, he stated that the APC candidate claimed in Ogun State some months ago and that he was the only person who made him president. Tinubu's action as a leader are concerning. According to him, how do you look at the president of my nation and then stand before cameramen and journalists and say such a thing? Basically, Tinubu told the world that our president cried 3 times on national television after losing the election, and he wants to seek that exalted office. Well, this is coming from PDP. Exactly, that was what he said. But this Shaibu, you are not saying it because you love the president. You're just trying to expand the wounds for people to see. Of course, the people affected already know, and that's why they are keeping quiet. After he made this whole thing, because they had already sidelined him out of the whole thing, but because of the threat he made to them, they just have to pipe low. So those concerned already know quite well what they are going to do. So for you coming to tell us, let's all just be sincere, not because you love which president, this president. Of course, that was what he told us. Tinubu said, Tinubu is very arrogant. He's a very arrogant man that can never emerge as Nigeria president. Same Buhari shall work against his ambition on the post, forgetting that Fulanis are silent fighter. They deal with you at a critical time. He never expected. Bola Ahmed Tinubu ardent followers. Have you ever seen PMB in his rally? Let's see how it goes. And what will you say when he starts attending his rally as he has promised? You have all lost already if you are banking on some bad blood between Asiwaju and Buhari to help whoever is the loser of a candidate you are supporting to win. Which rally? When the deed is almost done, I beg. Twist it any way you like. It was a true statement. He had to say that because of the level of opposition he got in return while preparing for primary. Why should he get opposition if really they love him? If really they like him, if really they wanted him, why did he get such opposition? Because in the real sense, I said it that, truth be told, he helped him. So I see no reason why he had to be lobbying, he had to do all of those things, he had to say all of those things before they now had to turn back, or before he could say, oh yes, he helped him, for him to come out. Because for the past how many years he has been so quiet, but he was pushed to the wall because they didn't want him. That is to tell you that they didn't want him because they forced Tinubu to say what he said, because he had already seen the handwriting on the wall that these guys is not going to be business as usual. Because ordinarily, I rub your back, you rub my back. That is how it ought to be. Because if they had done the needful, I'm sure Tinubu wouldn't have made that statement that Emilio come and he cried on national TV. Oh, don't cry again. I will help you. This and this and that. Because it's got to that level. And that is everything. It boils down that they don't even support him. If the chairman of the party had come out to say that they already had a consensus candidate, what is the man's name? Ahmad Lawal, the Senate president. So does that not speak volume? Speaks volume. But Tinubu spoke the truth. It was an open drama. Buhari is not complaining, so keep your peace. But even if Tinubu has spoken the truth, he ought not to have disgraced the #1 citizen of the nation like that. How did Buhari suddenly become a saint in the eyes of PDP? I don't understand though. Is article now protecting the image of his Fulani brother in order to harvest the latest 12 million northern votes? Of course, it's going to get it now. How did Buhari suddenly become that? You are not making any sense. Let's watch the game, my people. Truth is that Tinubu has been exceptionally restrained in response to apparent Buhari betrayal. Take it or leave it. Imagine the insult Tinubu has been receiving for imposing Buhari on Nigerians. We are talking about Tinubu receiving insults. What about the collateral damages the emergence of Buhari do to our collective psyche? What Mr. Tinubu said is reality. It all depends on how we looked at it. He was desperate to have this ticket, as such tried to remind them of their deal. The emergence of Emilio Con, it was never to mock the presidency. You are correct, they are fooling him, likely seriously. PDP with storytelling, leave Tinubu alone. Ah, they won't leave Tinubu alone. No. Tinubu don't agree to leave them alone. The truth of the matter is that they will not leave each other alone. So that is just it. Tinubu has been blabbing and blabbing and blabbing all this while. So they are not going to leave each other's truth alone. That is just the cocoa. Buhari is not like OBJ. All these little things don't get to him. Ah, okay. Oh. How does speaking the truth become a disgrace to humble man? Why should a humble man wait for Tinubu to speak the truth before he himself say it to the world? Continue, continue crying. I thought that somebody told the whole world that your president is dead and buried in a shallow grave at Saudi Arabia, and the one you are referring to now is cloned from Sudan. You two, you are talking, you are not. So where is Shaibu? Is it PDP that told you that people like missing things? This Shaibu Sefe is not even from the southeast. The Atiku is not from southeast. PDP is a party, is not a secessionist group. So which one you call the relate wetin no concern them with whether somebody say he died in shallow grave or he buried in shallow grave? That is the ignorance or wickedness we are talking about. Let us wait and see how many times Tinubu will cry, as he must surely lose the forthcoming presidential election. I wonder why Atiku spokesperson are so dumb. You guys have nothing else to campaign with except picking irrelevant holes in the internal affairs of APC. I think you guys stick to the real issues of campaigning to nail APC. I don't think PDP is effective as an opposition party who is determined to dislodge the incumbent party. Firstly, you said Buhari cannot campaign for Tinubu because he waits to distance himself from him. Now that Buhari will be campaigning for Tinubu, PDP has found something else to say. Na so all of una dey do now. So no be only PDP dey do. Na so all of una dey do. Like I said, I said I don't think it's, how can PDP spokesperson be having so much love for Buhari or defending Buhari because of what Tinubu said? To me, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense whatsoever.